With the next fighter reveal seemingly coming soon, it seems very likely that we might be getting first-party characters.
Block content.
What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Today is a fun day because we actually get to talk about a lot of different franchises, a lot of different characters, and a lot of those are actually first-party characters. Yes, we're going to go through a whole lot of these different franchises to kind of find out who are the next first-party characters to enter Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because of course, we've all been talking about all the third-party characters that you want, characters like Crash Bandicoot, Ryu Hayabusa, Arl, all those characters. Well, today we're not going to be talking about many third-party characters, maybe just one single one, a very special case, so that's at the end of this video, but today we get to talk about all the possibilities for that second Fighter's Pass, and it's very interesting, right? Because we've all thought that, yes, we're going to get more third-party characters, but what if that's not the case? Well, we get to talk about all of that together with you guys today, and of course, I get to talk about everything you guys sent my way, questions about Smash Ultimate, new fighters in our show, Question Blocked, where I answer your question. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making videos on YouTube? Well, whatever you can think of, please send your questions through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And here's a super cool giveaway. You can win one of these Super Mario surprise capsules. There are little characters inside, and we opened one of them in one of our previous live streams. Find out who that is there, and if you like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content right now and comment down below. You enter for one of those 4 awesome capsules. Alright guys, let's head into the main topic of today. Yes, the first character that we get to be talking about is a Pokemon Sword and Shield character. Yes, we are getting new DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and that's all going to be really fun and really interesting because that game is, you know, not really all that complete, people would say, but that DLC really adds Pokemon from, you know, the other regions, Pokemon that we've wanted in the game for a very long time, but also brand new Pokemon, right? These regions are getting added to, and we even get some crazy new designs. Well, one of these is Shifu, and I've talked about this character before in one of my videos, but I actually think that this is one of the coolest new Pokemon designs that we have, especially considering we don't even know all that much about this character, and everyone's already raving about that cool design. Yes, these different stances that are different evolutions of the character, and just the idea to have this really brawling Smash character that is just a Pokemon that is built for fighting, kind of like Incineroar, but definitely has this like karate stance. That would be really cool, like a Kung Fu type character that we don't really have that well in Smash Brothers. It seems like a type that is in a lot of fighting games, but right now we don't even have it in Smash Brothers. So yeah, give me that Kung Fu character, and I think that it will fight very well against other enemies, like, you know, maybe a Little Mac or something like that. Maybe this will be like a slow kind of Little Mac character and have a lot of grapple moves, have a lot of very powerful punches, and maybe even some elemental moves, because of course, yeah, the Pokemon do that very well as well. So I think Urshifu is my first choice. If we're thinking about different franchises, Pokemon is definitely one that Nintendo is going to be pushing hard for with the DLC. So I think a lot of people are expecting a Pokemon to actually hit these DLC characters, and that's why my first pick is Urshifu, because yeah, if they're looking at first party characters, look at Pokemon and then look at, you know, what's coming up for Pokemon, and that's that DLC and a brand new Pokemon that they're going to be marketing pushing. So Urshifu is my choice. And of course, a lot of you people at home are playing Animal Crossing. My next character is Tom Nook. I mean, who else from that franchise right now should be represented as an Animal Crossing character? We have the awesome villager that joined in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, and I think that character really represents the franchise super well. It's a cute character, has a lot of different moves, and it's basically the player character, right? It's a very Fire Emblem approach to a character addition. But also now, since Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we have Isabelle as a newcomer, and I think Isabelle for some people came a bit out of left field because everyone expected Tom Nook to be the next newcomer. I mean, even before Villager, people were like, well, Tom Nook is kind of like the one character you would probably choose for that, right? And of course, Isabelle hasn't been heavily marketed for this brand new game, Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, Tom Nook definitely has, and even gotten new character traits with the whole island and everything. So do I think that there's a possibility for Tom Nook? Well, he's of course in Final Smashers, but that doesn't stop other characters like Chrom and stuff like that. So I think that it's actually possible to have Tom Nook as a newcomer. And if you're gonna be looking at the Smash franchises that are already represented in the game, first parties, but might be getting a new character, I actually think that Animal Crossing is one that Nintendo is pushing very hard for, and of course with everything going on in the world right now, everyone is staying indoors and playing a lot of Animal Crossing. It just released, so everyone is playing that game and everyone's becoming familiar with Tom Nook and the island. So do I think that this is going to happen? Well, the possibility is out there. That's what I'll say. I don't think that the probability is super high, but if you choose these franchises, Pokemon and Animal Crossing makes sense. Now, another game that is coming out this year or next year is Breath of the Wild 2, and I think that we might be getting one of the champions of the game. Yes, it's really interesting to think about these champions from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild actually making it to Smash Bros. As a playable fighter. We could maybe even have a character that's a lot of them in one. And they all assist Link, of course, in the game. They are really unique characters with all these cool traits. They have very unique looks to them, so I'd love to see what they look like in Smash Bros. Style. It already makes a lot of sense what their final Smash would be, right? The 4 Divine Beasts. And Daruk, Mipha, Rivali, and Urbosa will be great characters, or Rivali, however you want to pronounce it. I think that these characters have a lot of charm. I think that they represent the Breath of the Wild series as a whole very well. And of course, the other characters that we have are Link and Zelda, and maybe a villain for that franchise that I don't really think makes sense because we have a Link, we have a Zelda in the game, and the Link that we have is basically already the Breath of the Wild version. And if Ganondorf returns in the new game, then he won't look at all like the Ganondorf we have in Smash, and we have that one already. So yeah, we don't really want to have all those Links and then all those Ganondorfs and maybe other Zeldas as well. For Tetra, I'll give it a pass just for Chris, right? But no, for this game, I'd say let's do one of the champions or all of the champions. Now, if there's a new Mario game this year, they might want to be pushing that, but I think 2 characters for that universe would be very fitting that probably won't be getting another game. First of which is Waluigi. Yes, I know it probably isn't going to happen, but I do think that Nintendo would want to be pushing this character because it would get Smash Bros. As super meme status again, and people would be talking about it all over the world. I think Waluigi actually has a potential really cool moveset. The character has a lot of cool quirks and could actually be very fun as a character, represent the sports games, represent all this craziness that Waluigi has in his animations. Yeah, he doesn't have his own game to push, but I do think that if you include Waluigi, you'll make news, and I think that Nintendo really wants that too. Another Mario character, of course, is not really a Mario character, it's a shared character between Nintendo and Square, is Gino. Yes, Gino is of course a character that a lot of people want in Smash Bros. And have been wanting since the Brawl days, and Gino is a character very high on my list too. I like the design. I think the moves in Super Mario RPG actually lend themselves very well to Super Smash Bros. And even a timing mechanic would be super fun. So yeah, Gino is my other pick for a Mario character, so either Waluigi or Gino I think would fit very well. And if you want to push a franchise, Mario kind of always makes sense. Some people might be saying there are already too many Mario characters, and Piranha Plant was already a DLC character, but I mean, look at Fire Emblem, right? We could have another Mario character, especially with 2 of these being so well requested. Now, the next one is our final first-party character, and then I'll talk a third-party character, and that's Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 4's Sylux. Yes, I think that if you're going to be pushing a franchise too, it's probably going to be Metroid, because we are getting that game that is on the horizon. Is it coming this year? No, I don't think so. Probably with everything going on, it will already get delayed, and then of course, everything happening with the game having to be rebooted, but I actually think that Sylux has a huge chance to be the main villain in Metroid Prime 4, so if that character ends up showing up, I think that there's also a possibility that this will be the next Smash fighter. And back to like Metroid Prime Hunters, people have already wanted Sylux as a playable fighter in Smash Bros., and the character was actually rumored to appear in Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, so it might be the right time to introduce Sylux right now and have a very cool sci-fi like sniper-based character with all these different moves. That would be so cool. So maybe even expand on the moveset in Metroid Prime 4 and bring those to Smash Bros. Now the final character I want to be talking about is a third-party character, because I think if you start this pass with just first-party characters, just like the last pass just started with all third-party and ended with a first-party, maybe just reverse that. So it's an all first-party pass, and then the final one would be third-party. And I was thinking about a character that makes sense for a game that's going to be coming out on Switch, and also that you want to push marketing-wise and isn't a crazy character, a crazy get like, a Doomslayer, Master Chief, or Crash, some huge third-party character. Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. I think it makes sense. I do think that this character would be a little vanilla and would probably be another sword fighter, even though, it has this light sword. I do think that there's a lot of other choices for a third-party character, but these are like my realistic choices. So going through them once more is Pokemon Sword and Shield's Urshifu, Animal Crossing's Tom Nook, Breath of the Wild's champions or a new villain, new Mario character would be Waluigi or Gino, and the next Metroid character would be Sylux. As a third-party character, I'd say Travis Touchdown. So I'm really curious if you guys have any thoughts on all these different characters. Do you have one that I haven't named and that you think should be in there as a first-party character, or who would that final third-party be if this theory is at all correct, right? So I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, that could be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, who do you think will be the first-party characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Well, as of our previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user Russell Groenewoud, saying, my guesses for the 6th third-party character: Crash Bandicoot, Shantae, We All Got a Dream, Doom Guy, Klonoa, Sora, Rayman, and Morrigan. I think that these are great choices. I think our block buddies agree with a lot of likes, and of course my little heart there and 27 replies. Yes, Crash Bandicoot, I'm all for. You know, I really want that as the first character. Shantae, I've actually been getting into, and I do think that that character would have a very unique transformative moveset. Doom Guy or the Doom Slayer, I don't think is going to happen, but it would look really cool in Smash Bros. And I can already see the trailer. Klonoa is a character that I actually worked on a fan game, and I actually animated the moveset for Klonoa entirely. That was so cute and so cool, so I would love to see that character in the game. Sora, I'm so hopeful. I mean, Sora is perfect for Smash Bros. With that Keyblade moveset, so bring it on. Rayman, yes, I mean, it's been so long, and ever since that leak by Artsy Omni, I just wanted Rayman in the game so badly, and to have a little bit of a design of every Rayman that we've ever seen would be super cool in Smash style. And Morrigan, I think, is a really interesting choice, already been in a lot of crossover fighting games, and would be another female representative. So yeah, I'm all for Morrigan as well. So thank you guys so much for sending in your comments. These are always so much fun to read through, and of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats during our live streams. You make blocked content possible. So if you want to have yourself created in pixel art, join us for live discussions, or even have your own ideas become animations, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting just for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner, where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!